Hey everyone, I just want to share some stuff that God has been laying on my heart when this whole coronavirus thing has been going on because I feel like it'll help somebody. So I feel like it's so important to remember that God is still in control and that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and to just use this time to go further in Christ. Adversity is not meant to kill us, right? It's meant to make us stronger. It's meant to produce something good out of us. And yes, it sucks to go through it. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it may be painful, but it's necessary. And if it's God's will, then we have to go through it. Like, for example, Jesus. Jesus had to die on the cross. And right here in Isaiah 54, it says, "He was assigned a grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death. Though he had done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth, yet it was the Lord's will to crush him and cause him to suffer. And though the Lord makes his life an offering for sin, he will see his offspring and prolong his days, and the will of the Lord will prosper in his hand. After he has suffered, he will see the light of life and be satisfied. By his knowledge, my righteous servant will justify many, and he will bear their iniquities. Therefore, I will give him a portion among the great, and he will divide the spoils with the strong." So, I said that to say that adversity is necessary. It's a part of God's will. It's a part of his plan, whether we like it or not. So we just have to go through it, and he'll help us get through it. It's so important to remember that God will be with us and that he will help us when we're faced with adversity. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." So it's just so important to remember that God is in control, to remember that God is omniscient, omnipresent. There's no way he can't be right by your side when all of this is going on. The stuff that, he either allowed to happen or the stuff that he caused to happen, right? Because nothing can happen without God's approval. He has the whole world in his hands, including you and me. So we should not be worried about anything. And, notice this concept of just strength, stronger. If you're fearful or you're dismayed, you have to be going through adversity. But here it says, he will make you stronger and help you. I feel like it's just so important to remember that. And I feel like it's just so important to remember that we don't understand everything. We don't know everything. If we did, there would be no reason to have a God, right? And we just need to remember that his ways are not our ways and his thoughts are not our thoughts. The heavens are higher than the earth, so his ways are higher than our ways. And that right there, that can help us hold on. So I feel like, if you've been struggling to just hang in there, and you just want to go outside, or you want to go to school, or you want to go to work, or, you lost a loved one or something, just hang on in there, because God will strengthen you. He's at your right hand, and this too will pass. That's like when Jesus said, "Let this cup pass from me, but if I must go through this catastrophe," he went through it. And afterwards, he received a great reward. And I feel like it'll be the same with us. Why? Because we're made in his image.